the most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Turn 3 Racing Network, as tonight we are here with OP Racing as the Premier Series brings you the Bumpy Road 250 here at Legacy Daytona. Thank you very much for joining me. My name is KR Stolfus, and in the booth with me is none other than Al Smith Jr. How you doing, Al? Well, no one heard that because apparently I didn't fix all of my sound issues, so give me just a minute. Thank you very much, Windows Update, for ruining everything. How about we try this again? How you doing, Al?
I'm doing good. Testing 1 2, testing 1 2.
Yeah, we tested it. It works.
All right, we're good now. KR, I'm doing great. A little bit of a bumpy road in here to Daytona, but these drivers looking to make round number 3 the most out of it. And it's going to be an exciting race once again on the high banks of the birthplace of NASCAR, Daytona Beach.
Oh, dude, I'll tell you what, this Daytona track doesn't resemble the birthplace, but it is still a bad, ask me a question place to be.
I see what you did there.
I recovered.
You did.
Qualifying is underway. And has been underway for quite a while. Y'all are gonna be mad at me because I didn't show enough of it. But right now, Hunter Reynolds on pole, and we're in 1 minute to go in qualifying. Your favorite drivers out on track. And with that being said, we are going to step away for the national anthem. No one go anywhere. We'll be back with tonight's starting lineup, quite possibly.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Turn 3 Racing Network as we are here with OP Racing Premier Super Speedway Series. Qualifying is done and in the books, and we are getting ready to roll out for our qualifying night here tonight. Oh my goodness, I am too wrapped up in having to fix everything last minute. This is the bumpy road at Legacy Daytona, presented by Butt Kicker. Turn 3 Racing Network is powered by the Sim Wrap Market. Hunter Reynolds in the 26 on the inside of row number 1 with a time of 50.785 to his outside. A driver who has a number that is near and dear to my heart. That is the 77 of David Booth. Row 2 will be the 04 Mark Mann. The 23 is Sebastian Marin on the outside. Row 3, Gabe Butler in the 88. Sean McCarra in the 71. Row number 4 will be Zach Workman and Bob Lacavera. Row 5 will be Kody Neagles and Randall Cobb in the 52.
Row number 6 is going to have the Fuel Sim Racing number 6 of Dustin Barber outside ahead. Jeffrey Crosby in car number 33. 13th starting spot on the inside of row number 7. It's going to Sean Stevens and Josh Milam to the outside in spot 14. 15th will be Tyler Miller. 16th, Travis Elliott. Richard Kuhn and Daniel Holloway will make up row number 9. In row 10, Zach Fritsch in Alliance Motorsports is number 63. Last week's winner, Logan Helton.
BK Anderson in the 32 on the inside of row number 11. Dave Hunt from Buck Wild Racing in the 53. Jim's Mayer and Peter deBorja in the 40, and I combined Jim and James right there. It's Anthony English and Jimmy Reynolds, Les Levy, Eric Glory, Vicente Guerrero, and I've been informed I don't have to roll the R's, but Al, if you can, go for it. And Nate Warren to the outside of row 15.
Row 16 is going to be JD Crow, Alex Green, and the number 3 will roll off 32nd. Rick Seabrands, Chase Ferry in the ARC Racing number 1. Cody Ober, David Overstreet, and Andy Briganti shotgun on the field. That's your 37 car starters, being led to the green flag by Squidward himself, Hunter Reynolds.
He is running his SpongeBob paint scheme here tonight. Pace car down and away. Green flag is out, and we are underway here in the bumpy road 250, and SpongeBob and all of his friends are out in front here tonight as they head off into turns 1 and 2. Big shout out to Maxine, Kathy, and of course Miss Mara. Thank you very much, ladies, for joining us here tonight.
Still working on the backstretch for the very first time, and it is Reynolds out front, but here comes Butler. He gets a good push by a very color scheme that's close to KR's heart. That's the 77 of David Booth working the outside of the speedway. He works there, now the race leader. Oh, look at that, Butler with electrical issues. He's going to come out side by side, just like the beginning of the line, and it's going to be... Oh, that's too close. Oh, I'm going to say Reynolds leads lap 1.
I will back you up on that call with Reynolds leading lap number 1, but I'll tell you what, that one was very close to call. Here we go. This race is well and truly underway. And of course, I do want to give a shout out to Miss Michelle Anderson, who is cheering for BK. Al, I don't know if you can make the correlation there, but Michelle Anderson, BK Anderson?
I did not pick that up.
I don't know what the relation is, but I think there's a relation. I don't know. She hasn't told me.
Hey, Alyssa's rooting for the full bandit.
Oh, someone cheering for the 33. I don't know. Listen, I don't know who our fans are cheering for because they won't tell us in YouTube chat.
Yeah, well, you harass them enough during your grid. And, well, Michelle answers it's BK's mom.
Oh.
Thank you for tuning in, Michelle. We appreciate it. As they work down the backstretch, Butler out front with the motor oil Guinness number 88. Reynolds to the inside. Here comes Mark Mann. 0-4 down there on the inside. He's giving a good push 100. And you can already see these cars bouncing around this racetrack. It's a handful out there. And they are 2x2 all the way back. One car diving on that. Looks like that Sean Stevens.
That was the 27 of Sean Stevens.
Stevens missed what happened to him, but he went to the back of there and he is off the pace.
So Hunter Reynolds in the 26 out in front. Sean Stevens bailed out of whatever issue he had. Our fastest lap of the race so far, going in the 46 of David Overstreet, but SpongeBob SquarePants and Squidward are out in front in that 26. They are working their way through turns 3 and 4. And I'll tell you what, it is a pleasure to have the mama of BK Anderson here. It is a pleasure to have Alyssa, who is cheering for the 33 here. I hope you ladies enjoy the show, because so far, Al, it has been nothing but Uncle Al in YouTube chat, and then all the ladies of these drivers giving their support.
I think they have. I hope someone would unlock me from the booth, but we'll be in here with you tonight, KR. And how about the good racing that we've had early on in this one as they work down in the turns 3 and 4. Still 2x2, everybody trying to jostle for position. It's going to be a track position race here tonight as they work underneath the 13 of Berganti. That was really close. Andy Berganti missing the start of the race here. He's going to go down one lap early on in this one. Plenty of time. Remember, stages end on lap 25 here for stage number 1. We will see if we get our 5th different winner of stages and the amount of stages we have.
First yellow flag of the night is out. And it looks like the 17 of Jimmy Reynolds is in trouble. Let's see if we can back this up, Al, and figure out what happened to the 17 of Jimmy Reynolds. Here we go. We're going to take a look at it. It looks like a bad bump draft. 2 cars go spinning. The 17 is going to smack the inside wall, but he is going to grab a gear and keep rolling. Let's see if we can get a closer pick, closer view, closer shot. See, he was working with the 14 of Vicente Guerrero and just caught the quarter panel just wrong. And by quarter panel, I mean the right rear bumper. So the 17 goes around in a Metallica paint scheme.
JD Crow also making some pretty hard contact to the backside of Guerrero.
Let's see if we can key up Vicente Guerrero for this yellow flag. And yeah, JD Crow in the checkup did smack square into that back bumper and shoved it into the fuel tank. So the 14 and the 17 gonna have to deal with some damage along with the 2 of JD Crow.
Break early on in this one. You don't want to have to use that backup car available on pit road this early. I think right now, good time to come down pit road if you're one of those 2 drivers. Maybe even the rest of the field, maybe they can make it to lap 25 based on where this yellow flag came out. You know who it saves though, KR?
Everyone's gonna hit pit lane.
That's gonna put Andy Berganti back on the lead lap as well. He should get the wave around.
Everyone on the pit road. And down and away they go. Hunter Reynolds and that Squidward SpongeBob pants square Bob. He's out in front. That's where he's been. It's only 8 laps in, but I don't think anyone's wrestled that lead away from the 26.
No, and I can report that the 17 have used the backup car. Vicente Guerrero down here on pit road, the team working to the backside of that True Value number 14, trying to bang out the backside of it here. So, interesting, different play calls being made here early on pit road after that first yellow flag.
So our first caution flag of the night coming out here in stage number 1. So while we have a chance, and allow me to catch up to everything, let's take a look at our race info presented by Butt Kicker. You can find them at thebuttkicker.com, and they are some bass inducers that add vibrations to your racing rig. If you don't have one, well, you're missing out. But our race info here tonight, we are in race number 3 of the season, but we are 2 races deep, and so far we have 2 different winners. Sky isn't the limit. Y'all better be paying attention to Limitless here in this season, because Kody Neagles, he is our leading rookie contender from Limitless. And right now he finds himself inside the top 10. He is putting that team on the map. And the rest of the drivers, well, they're no slouches themselves. Our stages here tonight are at the completion of lap 25 and 50. And Al, you've already talked about it, only one fast repair available here tonight.
Yeah, it makes it very tough. You got to use that backup car, as I like to call it, very cautiously. Already one being used, that was the 17 of Reynolds. He's jumped into the backup car, KR. So he's got a long ways to go here tonight. Hopeful that he is not caught up in anybody else's mess.
All right, so down the back stretch they come. The lights are out on the Ford butt stain. Probably because it wasn't engineered correctly. The 26 on the inside of row number 1 to the outside. That is the 04 of Mark Mann in the Batmobile. Row number 2, well, that's the 88 of Gabe Butler and the Guinness truck, or not truck, but Guinness car, ice cream machine.
They need a truck to get that motor oil to the bars.
Right? Well, no, I just want a Guinness ice cream truck.
Right.
And to the outside is the 19 of Zach Workman. Here we go, pace car down and away. Green flag is back out. We are going to work lap number 10 of 100 here in the Bumpy Road 250 at Legacy Daytona.
It looks like that one called off. David Overstreet, trouble KR in the 46 coming to that restart. Not sure what happened, but yellow flag immediately back out here slowing the field.
All right, let's look and see what happened to the 46 of David Overstreet in a Levy Designs paint scheme. And a hard right into the wall, no contact, no nothing. Looked like something broke on that race car as it just drove straight into the outside wall. And that is what's going to bring out the caution. Man, oh man, I tell you what, that has got to be something that nobody wants to see. The 46 just jams on the brakes, it looks like, and heads to the outside wall.
Yeah, and a tough break for the 17. If you watch closely on that replay, Jimmy Reynolds getting a piece of it. The right side of the car wrinkled up in the right front fender and the right rear quarter panel. Nothing that you want to see. Happened, just barely slight contact, so Reynolds is going to have to maybe come down pit side, have that crew look at that 17 automobile.
Yeah, and you mentioned he already burned that fast repair, and now lap number 10, he's already got damage on that new car.
Yeah, so something that nobody wanted to see, especially him. So we'll wait and see how this pans out. The field has come to a stop to let the pace car catch up to them. So a quick yellow flag here to bring out our second yellow flag as stage number 1. We saw this last week at Talladega. Stage number 1, very rowdy, few accidents. And then the rest of the race, on the edge of your seat.
Oh my goodness. Already lap 11, 2 cautions deep. And they've been for what I would say kind of unique situations. It's not often you see one of these drivers jam on the brakes and turn it into the outside wall. So not sure what happened to the 46. Whatever it was, he has got it sorted and has rejoined the race. And then our first caution of the night was just an awkward bump draft, which can happen at any point in time. But it did send the 17 back down to the inside wall, and 17 has had to make another pit stop to repair the damage acquired in the second caution.
They should be able to bang it on. It didn't look like it was too much damage, but obviously any damage is bad damage. So a tough break for them. How about that, Garrett? Already 11 thumbs up here for these drivers early on in this one. How about that?
I'll tell you what, that's impressive to do it by lap 12. I mean, at this rate, that's a thumbs up per lap.
I like it. These drivers get out of these race cars afterwards or tomorrow or whenever they get recouped enough to take and view the broadcast, and they see those thumbs up. It gives them motivation to come out each and every week here. So make sure you hit that thumbs up for these drivers. Let them know that you appreciate their efforts and the skill level it takes to be here on Monday nights. These drivers are the best super speedway racers you're going to find on the iRacing platform. And they show it each and every week.
This is the premier super speedway series of OP Racing. They do have a Wednesday and Saturday feeder series. They are open to invitation or open to applications. You can join the Wednesday or Saturday night series, but Monday night. Do what?
I could race.
You could, but why would you? Because, I mean, your Uncle Al.
It would not be good.
No, but you could join a Wednesday or Saturday Super Speedway series and then work your way into the Monday night. Monday night is invitational only, but that is not saying that you have to do well in Wednesday or Saturday. You just have to show you can handle yourself as the Ford Mustang finds a proper place on pit road. Green flag is out, and we are back underway with the 26 of Hunter Reynolds trying to lead this field into turn number 1, but the Camaro of Mark Mann won't let it happen.
He's getting a great push by the 19 of Zach Workman. He works the outside of turn round number 2. He's got the number 23 of Sebastian Barron. He works to the outside as well. Down the back stretch, 3 cars deep, and it is Mark Mann now out front by half a car over the 26 of Hunter Reynolds. He's got Butler to the backside, is now there 2x2. How about the 42 of Warren now? He's working up to the 13th spot. He's up 17 positions. Our biggest mover so far early on in the Bumpy Road 250.
We worked lap 14 of 100, this time by Mark Mann, Hunter Reynolds, Zach Workman, Gabe Butler, and Sebastian Marin. Your top 5 in that given moment when I said them. But with everyone running side by side, well, they can just jostle and change, and anything can happen when they are running side by side here at the Legacy Daytona track. I can tell you that we started 37 race cars. All 37 are out on the speedway, and only one car is not on the lead lap, and that is the 46 of David Overstreet. He's the only car not on the lead lap, but he is right there to be the first car one lap down should we get a third caution here in stage number 1.
And it's easy, and that's going to happen. So right now, if everybody stays minus their P's and Q's, they got 11 laps to go here in stage number 1. Remember, the completion lap 25 will determine who is the stage winner in the top 10 in those points. We'll get stage points. That's going to become a big deal. We talked about it. We know we're only in week number 3. But those stage points could be in the difference of making it into the playoffs or being one of the drivers that you're going to help your teammates and trying to play spoiler later on this season. So these stage points, you might ask, why do they race so hard? Well, that is why. It make or break your championship run here this season. And now Workman works to the outside of the 04 of Mark Mann. Mark Mann got to the lead and then dropped it right down in front of Hunter Reynolds. That leaves the outside with a great push by the 23 of Sebastian Marin. How about Neagles? He's coming up through the field as well in that 06 Toyota Supra. They work down the back. There's one car now below the yellow line. That's the 5 of Lacavera. He got a little bit sideways, and he'll come right back up in front of that Fuel Sim Racing number 6 of Dustin Barber.
Lap 15, we saw the fastest lap of the race being turned by the 44 of Anthony English at a 46.99. He is the only driver in the 46-second bracket right now, but that just goes to show you that business is picking up, because the lap that he turned that fastest lap, well, the next time everyone turned their personal best but still could not catch that 46.99, and they all know that a stage is on the line and they are digging hard down the backstretch. But I do want to give a shout out to Alan Fritsch, Kody Neagles. Kody, you're in the race car. Don't talk in YouTube chat. That's counterproductive. And then we have Miss Tammy. How you doing, Miss Tammy? Of course, we have the illustrious Joshua Medlock chiming in. How you doing, Mr. Medlock? And I'll tell you guys what, the more you talk in YouTube chat, the more these drivers know what's going on as far as how their fans feel. Me and Al, we're going to try and call this race the best way we see it. But the fans, well, maybe you guys are seeing something different. Let us know. Let the drivers know. Feel free to just do nothing but just run up that YouTube chat, because it will be here in the race replay when all of the drivers come back to see what went down. They would love nothing more to see their fans out there cheering for them.
That is true. These cars held on to it. Sean McCara, every which way but straight off the corner. They got a big bump trap by Booth. They worked down there. Mark Mann, still your race leader. He jumped up from the bottom lane to the outside lane to drop the momentum from the 19 of Workman. Now Hunter Reynolds back down low. These cars starting to get through that transition period. They are bouncing around the Bumpy Road 250. Already working lap number 18 here to put lap 19 into the books.
Oh, contact! Sean McCara goes around as we are on board. One car in the air. Somebody turned into a helicopter. Not sure what has happened there, as we are all focused on the Sean McCara number 71. But the caution flag has come out for the third time here in stage number 1. And this is a big one for sure. Let's back this up and see what happened here in the 71. Contact with Sean McCarron and Gabe Butler, and it is going to stack up almost every single car behind them. Alex Green going up and over.
He made hard contact with the left front. The Bob Lacavera also going up in the air was a 33.
The 42 of Nate Warren, he bounced that rear end up into the sky.
What a big wreck back there. That's gonna Overstreet involved as well. I do believe. Oh, he's gonna get through it, I think. Peter deBorja, the 17 of Jimmy Reynolds, and Andy Brigante just come to a stop. What heads-up driving they had. Allow that to get there, but a lot of race cars torn up here early on. Tough break.
On the pit road come the drivers in the back half as we take another look at this one. And you can see 5 drivers looks like they got away from this one. Everyone else was either caught up in the crash or hard on the binders to not get involved. Holy smokes, did we have a big one here, ladies and gentlemen.
It looked like someone had to brake on McCarron. His car just went straight into the corner, and they banged doors with Neagles, and then it just was clogged up there. Tough break.
All right, we're gonna take one more look at this crash. Anthony English has an outstanding view. Nothing but smoke. Somehow this 44 backed it down hard on the binders. And he's going to get away without what appears to be a scratch. Without a scratch.
That is good spot in there. Spotter helping him work through there, KR. I would have to believe there was no way he could see where they were. Comes out 8th after all that. How about that?
Man, I'll tell you. Well, Al, after my race weekend, I gotta tell you, the racing mistress that we'll call her the racing mistress. Sometimes she will give you all the attention of the world, all the accolades, and all the praise. But the very next day, she may just turn her back on you, and you are nothing but the scum in the dirt.
Possibly.
And the 44 of Anthony English looks like he just got all kinds of praise from the racing gods. My race weekend was nothing like that. I just got pooped on.
That is not good.
No, it was
I'm glad you showered before coming in here, though. You don't smell like you've been pooped on.
Well, yeah, no, I don't. I tried to give I tried to do all the right things for the racing gods, and that includes showering after they poop on me, so that I am a nice sacrifice for the next week.
All right. Is there a non-pooping dance you can do for the racing gods? Like, you know, like how there's a rain dance and stuff? Does anybody know that out there? They're probably like, just shut up and talk about the race.
Right, but it all plays in. I drive a race car. Al, you have an RC racetrack that you're working on. You're in a racing league. You own a league. We're in a league here. Racing is a fickle mistress. As we get back to the green flag This stage is really starting to wind down. Here we go, Al. I don't know about you, but I have no idea what's going to happen next, other than the fact that that 26 has been out front this entire time.
It has been the only safe place he's been there. Now Workman's going to go to the inside as Hunter Reynolds jumps up in front of the 04 of Mark. Man, we did not, I would say, did not see that coming. They're trying to go to the outside. Logan Helton to the outside of BK Anderson. Down the back stretch right there. Logan working the outside of the speedway. Only driver up there. Now Anderson's going to drop down low. Daniel Holloway, that Reese's number 21, is getting all up here. He's going to want to get it up there. Try to get inside the top 10. This time, it'll be 2 laps to go in stage number 1.
This one is winding down very quickly, and I'll tell you what, here comes Zach Workman down on that Instacart 19 inside line. They are about ready to mix it up as hard as they can. The 23 is Sebastian Marin. Al, when was the last time you recall seeing that 23 not start on the front row?
It's been a long time, I would say. Probably at least he is one that knows how to qualify here on the super speedway. He's one of the top qualifiers, I would say, in the OP Premier Series. Tonight, he qualified in that number 4 spot. So still up towards the front.
How weird is it? How weird is it that we're saying Sebastian Marin didn't start on the front row?
Well, very weird, if you ask me, but that's beside the point. The final lap, though, KR, who's going to come home with the stage win here in stage number 1 for the Bumpy Road 250. They work down the Daytona Super Stretch, headed to you in turn number 3.
Hunter Reynolds, who qualified on pole, who has dominated stage number 1, owns the back stretch, but he is in that outside lane. Here comes Zach Workman in the 19 with the 23 of Sebastian Marin. Who is it going to be as they come off of turn number 4, headed for the line? The 26 has his nose to the clean air, and it looks like Hunter Reynolds going to get it done in stage number 1 as chaos reigns behind them.
Big right there at the end of that one. Cody Ober involved. Dustin Barber involved as well. We'll have to wait and see how that will pan out. But we can tell you that Squidworth was making the Krabby Patties, and he's going to pick up the stage 1 win unofficially. I do believe we'll wait till he goes on the pit road, obviously. First, if he does, it'll be his 2nd stage win of the season.
The 26 did cross the start finish line, and I did not see an infraction that would cause him to have that recanted. But the issue behind them, I'll tell you what, cars went everywhere for that one. Let's go ahead and take another look at that. The 8 of Cody Ober going to get involved. The 27 and the 44 of Anthony English. The 6 of Dustin Barber. And it looks like the 88 of Gabe Butler all getting a big piece of it. We're going to take one more look as soon as I can find everything I need. Holy crap. Everyone hit pit road, so all my drivers to select was changing faster than I could see. But there you go. Big stack up, several cars involved. On the pit road, they have come, they have gone, and it is time to bring you our stage 1 winners. He is also going to win the race off of pit road. That is the driver of the 26, confirmed by last season's race control of Sean McCarra. Thank you very much, Sean. So Al, from Fuel Sim Racing, Hunter Reynolds in the 26, I'm going to let you talk to our stage 1 winner.
Okay. Hunter Reynolds, Al Smith up in the turn 3 booth. You got a copy?
Hey, dude, what's up? How you doing?
Hey, putting a Ford in that victory circle for stage number 1, your second stage win of the season. It looks like it's pretty hairy out there.
Yeah, honestly, cars are moving around. We got the wind blowing. Everything's bumpy, but let me tell you, it's a lot of fun out here. I really enjoy 08. Track's good to me, and I'm good to it. So hopefully we keep it going.
What's it gonna take to stay out front? We're saying you're most likely gonna restart in that number 3 position if the 2 cars in front of you stay out.
Yeah, that's the goal. I'm gonna love that high lane tonight if I can get back up there some more, and we're gonna have to play some more pitch strategy for the second stage, and looking to just try and be up here and stay hopefully in front of the wrecks all night. So.
Yeah, we come into that there. You saw the smoke in the back of your rear view mirror after crossing the line there. It's got to be one of those feelings of, oh man, there goes some of my teammates. Are they going to be able to help me? When you're up there up front, away from your teammates, how does that play into your decision making?
Oh yeah, I feel you. Like Dad's already got wrecked like a couple of times now. You know, you obviously feel for him. Kind of running my own race tonight with Seabass, and Josh will get up here eventually. He's always up front at the end. So just trying to get myself a win here early in the season, lock myself in, and then hopefully we can focus on the rest of them.
Well, congratulations on your second stage win. We're getting ready to go back to racing. Anybody you want to thank real quick?
Yeah, appreciate it. I'd like to thank Peter for the awesome Squidward paint job. I'd like to thank Mr. Mark and Zach for helping me out at the end of the stage there. I'd like to thank all my teammates at FSR. Everybody watching, you guys live in the booth, do an awesome job. And thanks to all the fans out there.
Congratulations, Hunter. We'll hope to talk to you again later on this evening. If not stage 2, maybe. We're in the victory lane here tonight. But good luck here in stage number 2.
And I sure hope so. Appreciate it. Thank y'all.
There you go, Karis. Put that Krabby Patty down. I know why.
No,
Put it down.
it's mine.
Put it down.
I paid for it.
Oh, God almighty. He's eating again, folks. You're not going to fit in your driver's suit come Saturday. You keep eating those Krabby Patties.
Acceptable.
You heard him. It's controlled chaos out there, so looking to stay up front. He's got his teammate going to start right behind him in row number 3 with Seabass. Up front, it is Tyler Miller and Jeff Crosby going to lead their field of the green flag here for restart number 4. Stage number 2 about to go green flag. This one will end at the completion of lap number 50.
Jeff Crosby, Tyler Miller did not come down pit road for the end of the stage, and they have gained all the track position that they can as they are on the front row for this restart as the green flag has come out. The bumpy road at Legacy Daytona kicks off stage number 2, and Tyler Miller has the advantage as he heads off into turn number 1. Holy cow, Al. If stage number 2 is anything like stage 1, I don't think I'm going to have an ulcer colitis thingy, whatever happens when you're stressed out.
Yeah, that was a big word for you. I'm impressed.
I tried. I do quick math and quick words. They're never correct.
Miller out on this one, and it is Hunter Reynolds quickly into that number 2 position. Top 3 cars single filing it themselves out here as they work down here through the triangle to put the next lap onto the board. Miller, Reynolds, Barron, your top 3. Here goes Mark Mann. Mark Mann's been at the front of the field all night long. He's had a good but quiet race. He's led a few laps here in that 04 Chevy Camaro. He works there with Zach Workman. A little bit tamer start to this one as your top 5 cars for single final. Now J.D. Crow giving a great push to Jeff Crosby. Here comes the 71 of McCarran again. You remember he was just involved in that big one into the backup car. He went. He is back to the front. Sean McCarran, last year's race control.
Yeah, Sean McCarran in the 71 has a good run going, but Al, I don't know if you noticed, but the 2 of J.D. Crow, after he slammed into the back bumper of everything's happening too fast. It was our first caution. The 2 of JD Crow, he hammered out the damage he could, has not burned a fast repair. He is missing a front bumper, and here he is battling for the race lead despite having no front clip.
Yeah, great pusher. You notice he keeps that car tucked right up behind Jeff Crosby. Very damaged on the front of this one, but keeping that fast repair, keeping that backup car on ice until he needs it. And he's doing a good job staying up at the front of this one. Very impressive for the amount of damage to the front of that. And KR, he got into the back of Vicente Guerrero.
Yep. I had to take a moment to think about it, but he got into the back of Vicente Guerrero and Jimmy Reynolds as they made contact.
And that was back on lap number 6, our first yellow flag of the evening. And the team has done a good job repairing that car. Obviously, it's good enough to be up inside the top 5 of that J Concepts number 2 as they work down the back stretch. And now he's going to push Jeff Crosby to the race lead. We'll see if Crosby will stay up there. And nope, he does not. We'll see if that number 2 is able to stay up there or not.
All right, a little bit of housekeeping for the moment. Last time we talked, we had a 1 car not on the lead lap. Well, we still have 1 car not on the lead lap, but that driver has changed. Bob Lacavera in the 5 is the only driver not on the lead lap right now. He has scored 37th place, and he is mixing it up the best that he can in that 5, despite the heavy damage that he has. And so Bob Lacavera looks like he is trying to survive to the end of the stage before he burns a fast repair. He does find himself, well, a little bit behind the rest of the field, plus a lap.
I have faith in Lacavera, don't you?
I do. I think this guy's going to find a way to make
the field is peeling off. Big field of cars coming on the pit road. Almost some contact. PK Anderson almost in the back of Les Levy. Somehow everybody sorts it out. Seems to be okay. Let's see if there's any penalties handed out for that charge to pit road.
You have to be aggressive on the pit lane, but if you get overly aggressive, well, that's when they put you in the penalty box. And how about this? The 2 of JD Crow didn't want to be the lead car. Well, he finds himself out in front right now, and everyone behind him probably feeling the effects of this 2 being a huge aerodynamic disadvantage. But I'll tell you, that isn't really going to discourage any of these drivers.
No, definitely not. But JD Crow now out front. Jimmy Reynolds runs in that number 2 spot. They were last on pit road lap 26, so right at the stage break. So we'll see, but definitely that front end damage really affecting the number 2, and you can see it right there with this how fast Reynolds caught the 2 and is going to get by him.
So Jimmy Reynolds in the 17, who's involved in the first 2 cautions that we had here tonight. JD Crow in the 2, caught up in that first one as well. So it seems like things have come first full circle for these 2 drivers, and both of them stay out. They're going to try and maybe play that long game and hope for a caution. But with everyone hitting pit road and completing that cycle, a caution coming out isn't going to do them any favors right now.
It is not. That would mirror them back in the back of the pack is now Chase Berry and Andy Briganti come down pit road and have made their services to their Toyota and Chevy respectively. So we will see, maybe waiting to see if there's going to be a yellow flag, but I assume we should see the number 17 and 2 come to pit road. And you notice JD Crow's able to draft very good, KR. It's just when he gets out front, that car does not have the aerodynamics of missing that front bumper cap on that J Concepts number 2. Running competitive times in the draft though.
Yeah, that too, other than that front clip, does have some speed to it. So if he can get in and burn that fast repair here for stage number 3, our final stage, he's just trying to hold on because he knows he's got that speed and he knows he can make something happen, but he cannot be the lead car because there is no aerodynamics to the front end. It is just a dynamic air dam.
Yeah, and there is business really picking up behind him. Sebastian Marin leading the cars that have pitted as they work underneath the 7 of Josh Milam through turn 20 and 2. Hunter Reynolds working with his new teammate this season at Fuel Sim Racing. Sebastian Marin and Hunter Reynolds working down the backstretch. Mark Mann, he's got Peter deBorja right there in his back pocket as they work down to the turn of number 3. So this pack here is eventually going to be the race for your race lead.
Not just the race lead, but possibly for the stage win. They have made their pit stop. They got their fuel, and they can make it to the end. Jimmy Reynolds, JD Crow, they're playing the long game, but I think that long game is just going to fall a bit short from how they perceive it. But Al, how many times have we been wrong as broadcasters?
I mean, more times than we've been right. We're never right.
I mean, that kind of hurt, Al.
Well, I'm never right. I guess every lap if they're gonna pit, then they don't pit. So I'm batting like 0% over here.
Well, Jimmy
trouble! Zach Workman down on the apron. He is sideways. Somehow he holds on to that 19. That was an impressive save by Workman. He got down on the apron. That's going to put him back to the 15th spot. That really checked up as they are 3 wide behind them. Now with the 7 of Josh Milam. Milam down 1 lap to the field, along with Anthony English in that 44 and Andy Brigante. So somehow they went down a lap here. I wonder if they had a penalty on pit road or a long stop or something.
It looks like they were all given speeding penalties. Josh Milam, Andy Brigante, and Jeff Crosby Jr. Their time frames all resemble a 40-second penalty on pit road, but the 17 of Jimmy Reynolds, he's just got 11 laps to go here in stage number 2 to try and win this thing. They now have a third car, Vicente Guerrero, the first car 1 lap down, so that is going to only help increase the energy of these 3 cars and keep that 17 out in front.
I just don't see them being able to make it all the way the distance. They're going to have 10 laps to go that time at the line. So I have been wrong in the past, Cam. I just can't see them being able to make it that far. I think they're going to have to pit within the next 2 to 3 laps.
They might have to. Sean Stevens in the 27. Well, he hasn't made a pit stop yet. The 27 is about ready to be swallowed up by the pack. As you can see, he in that Buck Wild Racing beautiful black, gray, and red paint scheme. You can see this soon-to-be lead pack, if everything goes the way we think, getting ready to swallow him up.
You will see Stevens unable to stay up with those top 2, like you just said. Yet come down, he's burning a lot more fuel running there by himself. And that field pack of cars says he's going to peel off now. So Stevens coming to pit road.
So Stevens hits pit lane. Fastest lap of the race going to go to Rick Seabrands at a 46.80. This time they flash across the start-finish line. That 46.80 was turned on the previous lap. So Seabrands now has our fastest lap of the race. Man, oh man, don't tug on Superman's cape. That 4 looking mighty fine here tonight.
I'd call him Sub-Zero.
Dude, it's hard to get him right.
He is cool as a cucumber.
Well, fastest lap going to the 4. Laps are winding down. Guys, I don't know what's going to happen next. We got Jimmy Reynolds, JD Crow, and Vicente Guerrero all gambling on the long run here. And then we got Sebastian Marin, Mark Mann, Hunter Reynolds. Well, they've already made their pit stops. So I don't know what strategy's going to win, Al. If I had a crystal ball that said what was going to work, I would probably be the richest man in NASCAR.
You would be, because you would won the lottery every time.
Every time.
Do they have lottery out in your neck of the woods?
Lottery?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like Mega Millions. Oh, here we go again, KR.
Oh, I see. Fix it. Thank you. Appreciate that.
I'm on it. Sorry about that.
I can't even believe we have to mention it. Good grief.
Hey, Hunter Reynolds still out front though in that metallic 17 Ford Mustang. Guerrero right there in the coat wings there. He's still got his car. They've been working on that back tail section all race long. And they are doing a good job. Now it'll be Reynolds peeling off the racetrack. He's coming down pit road. The lone pit road. A very, very gut-wrenching moment for anybody that comes down pit road by themselves to the Speedway race.
I'll tell you, it is discouraging when you hit pit lane by yourself, but sometimes it is a relaxing feeling because you didn't have to battle with anyone else. No one's going to slam into you because they missed their braking point. You're not going to slam into anyone because you missed your brake point. So maybe he's playing that long game because he's already got his fast repair burn and he's already got a little bit of damage to the right front from his second caution. So maybe he's just going to play it safe until we get to this final stage.
Yeah, JD Crow now peels off the racetrack, so he's our final car to make it down pit road. That's going to give the race lead to this battle. Working off of turn number 4, Sebastian Marin working the outside. He's got Hunter Reynolds to the backside of him. Mark Mann down low. He's got the number 40 of deBorja. And this pack here has been racing hard since they've been on pit road on lap 33.
Side by side into turns 1 and 2. Sebastian Marin takes over the top spot as he passed the drivers who had hit pit road here on lap 46. Marin has the advantage down the backstretch. Your stage 1 winner, the 26, Hunter Reynolds, pushing on his back bumper, but don't count out the Batmobile. The 04 of Mark Mann finding himself on the inside lane here at Legacy Daytona. That inside lane is the shorter way around, but we saw the 26 win the stage of number 1 from that outside lane.
We will see here 4 laps to go. Cabrera in that run there, but he is not the first car 1 lap down. That would be Josh Milam. I believe it's the first car 1 lap down. Currently. That checks out, doesn't it? Yeah.
We do quick math. We do quick. We listen. We're just gonna be wrong.
The Bears still out in the front of this one. We're not wrong about that. Last time off turn number 2, Miller thought about making a move to the inside lane. They had nothing to do there. How about the driver I haven't mentioned once in the ball night? How about the kid running back there in spot number 5 in that 63, Logan Helton? A very sharp-looking race car working down the back stretch. Now, Miller drops to the inside. He's going to go after second underneath Hunter Reynolds.
The 24 of Tyler Miller finding himself trying to mix it up with Sebastian Marin in that 23 and Hunter Reynolds in the 26. Tyler Miller down on the inside. Here we go. 2 laps to go in stage number 2.
2 laps to go. They got even rows 2 by 2.
Al, you all right?
Yeah.
I know it's exciting racing, but no reason to get so choked up over it.
Yeah, I did. I don't know what happened, but I'm sorry about that. Marin working the outside, and I was just really disturbed at the 24 Miller. had such a momentum run on the inside.
Tyler Miller really using that inside lane to his advantage. Could this be the first time we see that inside lane here at the Legacy Daytona be dominant? Sebastian Marin has his nose to the wind. Final lap here in stage number 2. Here we go. How is this gonna play out? Miller down on the inside. Lap traffic just ahead of this pack. Is lap traffic going to be a factor? Will they drop down? Will they go high? I don't know. We're gonna find out. Tyler Miller has the advantage coming off of turn number 2. And man almighty, here we go. That lap traffic about ready to be swallowed up. They both go high. Vicente Guerrero to the high side. Chase Berry gonna join him. Down to the inside, Tyler Miller coming off of turn number 4, trying to pick up stage number 2. Not gonna get it done. Sebastian Marin in the 23, gonna do one better in position and numbering as he wins stage number 2.
Marin gonna pick up his first win of a stage here in the season 9 OP Premier Series, and he does it with a great push by Squidworth, Hunter Reynolds. Tyler Miller will come home, I believe, in the 3rd position at the line there. But what a finish there was. That was great teamwork there from Fuel Sim Racing with the 23 of Marin and the 26 of Hunter Reynolds. And KR, no wrecks at the end of that stage.
Holy cow, after a rough and tumble stage number 1, it seemed like everyone found their groove here in stage number 2. But Sebastian Marin gonna win that stage. Well, that being said, we're gonna step away for a quick minute. No one going anywhere. We'll be right back after this to talk to our stage winner. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Turn 3 Racing Network, and we are about ready to kick off our race interview of our Stage 2 winner, and that is none other than the 23 of Sebastian Marin. Sebastian, you got your ears on, bud?
Yes, sir, I got him.
Boy, oh boy, I'll tell you what, that stage number 2 was a hard one to win.
Yeah, it was. We pitted as early as we could, you know, track position being so king here, and had my teammate Hunter behind me, so we were going to stay in the middle, which seems to be like the dominant lane like usual. So yeah, that was the plan. We were going to stay together to the end, and luckily we got a 1-2 finish on the stage, so a great point stage so far.
Well, it's 23 looking very solid. Lights have gone out on the pace car, so it's a short one. What more can you say as a thank you or whatever you need to say?
Yeah, I want to thank my teammates, Hunter, Josh, Jimmy Reynolds, and Dustin. You know, them being my new teammates, I really meshed well with them. We're having a lot of fun. I mean, we were joking around while we were on the white flag, just having a blast with each other. So I really like the team that I've landed, so I can't wait for the rest of the season.
All right, man. Well, nice job here getting it done. Fuel sim, right? Yes. That's what you said. I'm sorry, I got too much rattling around. All right, good luck.
Thank you.
Good luck here, man, in the final stage.
Thank you.
Man, as much as I got rattling around, good grief. Can you imagine doing an interview as a driver this late, Al?
No.
Oh my gosh, they're gonna murder me. Green flag back up in the air. Mark Mann and the 88 of Gabe Butler, or I'm sorry, that's not the 88, that's the 06 of Kody Neagles. Out in front for this one.
Did you pluck your eyeballs out again?
Oh, I should after that faux pas.
Mark Mando jumping out for that race lead that you were mentioning here. He's got Logan Helton. He's got a little bit of left rear damage on that 63, but Helton has quietly picked his way up through the field, up 17 positions. Peter deBorja that's working by the outside of him right now. He's up 21 positions. Now they're working the turn number 3.
Yeah, it's not very often you see Logan Helton buried that deep in the field, and the 63 has been charging his way forward from the drop of the green flag, and here he is. Final stage. You know what they say, the cream rises to the top. Well, look at who we got out front. We got Mark Mann in the 04, a Hall of Famer. Kody Neagles, a rookie this season, but man, I'll tell you what, he has been impressive in the first 3 races that we've had so far, this being that 3rd race. And then you got Peter deBorja, Zach Workman, Hunter Reynolds, Rick Seabrand, Sebastian Merritt, all these drivers making their way forward along with that 63.
Is there 3 wide Neagles way up out of the black groove, trying to hold on to it. Can't find a home yet. Here comes the number, I believe that is.
Oh, trouble behind him. Josh Milam in the 7, going for a big spin, no caution. And everyone sorts it out behind them. Sorry to interrupt you, Al, but man, that was trouble for several of these drivers here in this final stage. And because no one really got sideways, it was just a big checkup and a whole lot of wheel spin out of the 7. And now the caution flag is going to come out.
Yellow flag coming out here for our 6th time, our 4th yellow flag for an incident on the racetrack. We'll try to find it for you.
Yeah, we're going to have to back this up just a little bit. And let's take a look at it from here. Give me just a second to key everything up. Bob Lacavera and Josh Milam made contact. The 5 able to continue on, but the 7 of Josh Milam not so lucky as he went for a big spin coming up off the corner. Daniel Holloway on the binders getting I won't say a piece of it, but involved there hard enough. Take another look here. You can see the 21 smacks the outside wall as everyone was checking up. And this was at the back of the pack, Al, while the battle for the race lead was going on hot and heavy at the front.
And Nathan Warren, I don't know if you caught that or not, Karen, the 42 of Warren, he really made an evasive movement and had to go through the grass, was sideways like you on Saturday nights, able to hold on to that 42. Amazing that that wasn't bigger than what it was.
I'll tell you what, you couldn't see it, but I did a fist pump to Nate Warren. Let's dirt track it, baby. Asphalt's for getting to the races.
No comment.
On the pit road comes our race leader, the 40 of Peter deBorja. He hits his marks on the pit lane, but will he be the first one off of pit road? Well, very well could be, but now we're into different strategies. The 12 of Zach Fritsch, the 51 of Travis Elliott, they elect to stay out. So Al, once again, with that being said, we are going to step away. We will be right back to fire them off. Once again, no one go anywhere. Hang on. Turn 3 Racing Network, OP Racing premiere Monday night. Things. I'm leaving. Be right back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for joining us here on the Turn 3 Racing Network, powered by SimWrap Market. If you are in the painting industry and you need a custom-made sim wrap, well, check out SimWrap Market. They have some outstanding stuff. I have found myself perusing them, and I have bought a few things myself to use for my paint schemes. So there you have it. Check out SimWrap Market. But this Turn 3 Racing Network bumpy road at Legacy Daytona as the OP Racing Premier Super Speedway Series goes back to green here in our final stage. Zach Fritsch and TJ Elliott did not come down pit road. They got all the track position they could, and Al, they find themselves leading this field into turn number 1.
That they do, and they're 2x2 doing so as the 40 deBorja works down the inside. His car bottoms up. He had to chase it just for a moment, and everybody able to work through it off the turn number 2. And I don't know if you've noticed it or not, Kier, maybe the two of JD Girl towards the back of the field, still missing that front nose piece, so he's holding on to it. With 41 laps to go, that backup car is still available to the 2, I do believe. But up front, it is the number 04, Mark Mann. He's getting a good push now by the 26 of Hunter Reynolds. Reynolds came here. This is one of his favorite tracks. You heard it in stage 1 break. this is one of the tracks that he looks forward to the most.
Al, I gotta say, ever since this thing has started, I have been off kilter because I've been chasing my tail. But thank goodness for you, because you're remembering things I'm forgetting as I continue to try and work behind the scenes.
Don't give me too much credit. I have a notepad.
Oh, should have thought of that.
Yes. Now it'll be man dropping down to the inside. That's going to leave the Fuel Sim Racing team members nose to tail up on the front of this one. They have been a potent duo up at the front of the field, whether it was Marin pushing Hunter Reynolds or Reynolds pushing Marin. They are now nose to tail, leading the top of the speedway. We know that that's where Reynolds likes to run. He said it in the stage 1 break. The outside line a little bit less bumpy, a little bit more controllable than that inside lane. You'll be able to see the momentum as they carry down the backstretch.
Old Squidward out in front once again. That's where we saw him all of stage number 1. Sebastian Marin in the 23. Well, that's your stage 2 winner. So stage 1, stage 2. Those two guys working together to try and keep the Hall of Famer Mark Mann behind them. But you don't get into the Hall of Fame because you can't pull off something. He is holding his own with the 12 of Zach Fridge.
As they work in the turn number 1, and they are doing a good job staying down low. They are 2 by 2 all the way back through there. Here comes Seabrandt. He's up into this mix as well. He's the 5th car in line as they all have to check up that outside line. Not quite as formed up as the inside line. How about Elliott in that 51? He's been quick. We haven't really talked much about him tonight, KR. But now, as we start to wind down the laps here, working our way towards the end of this one, we have the field starting to jump up, and they are 3 wide back there in the back of the pack.
They're trying to get 3 wide in the back of the pack. Only 1 car in that 3rd lane. Only 1 car in what I would call the man's lane. Oh, it's not going to work out. They make contact. That is the 7 of Josh Milam. Well, that man's lane didn't work out very well for the 7.
It was closed.
It got close. He got C-blocked.
Good.
Well, we stay green. The 7 falls back. Josh Milam is not on the lead lap. And I'll tell you what, that is a strange thing to see, the 7 of Josh Milam not on the lead lap. He does have 1 win to his credit this season. He picked up that opening race win for season number 9 of OP Racing. So he can take a few liberties because right now he is locked in as long as he meets the minimum race requirements. And I haven't shown the points yet because I've been doing so many other things. So coming into tonight, here is how the points have looked. Now we've gone through some stages. This all kind of is fluid and changes as the race goes on. But when the green flag dropped tonight, that is how our points looked here in race number 3 of our 19 race season. Josh Milam, Logan Helton with those race wins. So as long as they meet the minimum race requirements, they will hit that playoff season in a good stride. But also, let's not forget, stages are very important. So far, before this race started, we did not have a stage winner repeat until Hunter Reynolds got it done here in stage number 1 tonight. So he will have 2 stage wins to his credit. And Al, I know this is fresh into the season. It's only race number 3. But man, if you're not tracking your stage points, if you're not tracking your race wins, you're not doing yourself a service.
No, and it's going to come down to the end of the season when you get to that cutoff playoff points. As you're showing there, KR, it's close. Right now, the cutoff line, it's 2 points. That's the difference. Or 1 point is the difference between Lori and Barry. And Barry not having an overall great night here tonight. Back there in the 29th position as Lori runs in 20th. So that spot has already switched right there. Anthony English, I mean, it's all tight and it's only early. And that'll stay that way the entire season. And you're going to get guys that maybe aren't even on that graphic, right? That are going to jump in and steal a win. And that puts more people on the hot seat. So everybody's trying to score as much points as possible here in all these stages and at the end of the night.
All right. Not to be rude.
Yes.
But Alex Green in the 3 has not won a race in several seasons of OP. Let's say he goes all the way until race number 13 this season, which is the cutoff to the playoffs, before he wins a race. He wins that race. Everyone loses their mind because it changes everything. What's going to happen?
Chaos.
Absolutely. And that is why I am here week in and week out. Al, I don't know if that's why you're here, but
I'm here for the great racing.
Oh, it is spectacular. This is some of the best super speedway action you can find.
It is there, showing us why 2x2 as they work around this speedway. You have not hit that thumbs up button for these drivers if you're not entertained. I don't know what else to do. I mean, we can show KR taking his shirt off or something, no one wants to see that.
Wait, no. Like 10 years ago, okay, we're good, because I was ripped. KR now, I've been sick a few times. I'm getting back to it, but I've been sick a few too many times.
Gotcha. How about that? Reynolds and Mary going to go down low. 2 turns 3 and 4. Man working up the racetrack. Now everybody's starting to get into that lower lane. I have a feeling pit stops are looming here with just over 30 laps to go.
That they are. It is about to wind down. And I'll tell you what, Al, we started 37 cars here tonight, and we only have 1 car out of this race. That is the 21 of Daniel Holloway. Not sure what happened to the Holloway that he had to pack it up, but we did see him get involved in that dust up with the 7 of Josh Milam. Maybe that was the final straw on his back, but man, I hate to see it. And we got a few more cars in trouble. Big stack up through 3 and 4. Yellow flag comes out, and Al, this is gonna change everything.
It changed everything. Overstreet down there, the 24 of Miller involved as well. David Booth in the 77. He's got heavy smoke billowing from that 77. Let's take a look and see what happened.
All right, here we go. I'm going to try and key this up, as it has been a nightmare for me behind the scenes. On board with the 53 and Dave Hunt, and heavy contact in front of him, and Dave Hunt with nowhere to go at almost 200 miles an hour. How can you possibly make the right decision? It is literally a roll of the dice. And Dave Hunt, unfortunately, ends up on the short end of that. David Booth, David Overstreet, Dave Hunt, Bob Lacavera, Alex Green trying to get through it. Man, I'll tell you what, this one caught up quite a few of our drivers. We're going to go on board with Alex Green in the 3. And man, Alex made the right decision and got through it, and ooh, a little bit sideways, but was able to hold on to it through the grass. Man, slicks on grass, that ain't easy. So Al, everyone on the pit road, down and away they go. And it looks like maybe the 23 of Sebastian Marin has won the race off of pit road. And what, I won't say it's the last pit stop, but dang old dang, it's close if you want to roll the dice.
It could be very close. Looks like Marin, Dan Reynolds off of pit road. Here, take this one. And it's going to put those teammates side by side, so it'll be interesting to see. There's one lane back on the start, let the other one come down or come up. Here on this restart, we see that in the real world racing is no different than watching it here. The OP Premier Series, these drivers are in each other's radios, they have communication all race long to help each other. The only 2 drivers that have won so far this season is Josh Milan for Fuel Sim Racing and Logan Helton in that number 63.
All right, Al, I want to throw a little bit of a curveball.
Oh God, I can't hit balls.
Well, okay. I want to talk to one of the drivers that we haven't got to talk to yet, a rookie driver in Limitless, and that is the 14 of Vicente Guerrero. Vicente, what's going on, bud?
You know, trying to hang in here.
Well, no, I don't know what's going on.
Just hanging in here. Just trying to survive, you know, this show here. Every time I get anywhere close to the front, I get caught up in some stuff, but hopefully we'll make it to the end.
All right, well, Vicente, we're seeing everyone start to stack up, but man, we haven't talked to Limitless. It's a new team here to OP Racing. What can you tell us a little bit about Limitless and everyone involved?
Well, it's Kody and BK, and we have JD. We all came together, and you know, we're just gonna see if we could put on a good show. You know, we're 3 rookies. JD's a vet, so hopefully adding JD to our team here will help us understand, you know, this new league that we're racing.
All right, man. Well, Vicente, good luck to you here in the final stages. Limitless always looking like they are very strong here, this rookie team. And man, lights are about ready to go green, so I'm going to put you back down there.
All right, thanks, man.
That is Vicente Guerrero from Team Limitless out. That is a new team. It's also someone, or a group of drivers, I felt we really haven't talked to yet. And as a new team, man, they kind of need some talking to.
Yeah, I mean, they got the veteran of JD Crow in the roster, but they have had some rough go of it so far in these first 3 races. We will see if that will change. I mean, it's early on. They're a bit lucky rabbits, but you got a new team coming in, new guys working together. It takes a little bit. You got some of these power teams that have been together for how many seasons? You know, 7, 8, even 9. This is to be their 9th season together. They've been working together, and they have a fleet of cars that they bring out week in and week out that are polished bullets to the front.
Speaking of to the front, 26 laps to go. Sebastian Marin, our stage 2 winner. Hunter Reynolds, our stage 1 winner. Well, they're back out in front, ladies and gentlemen.
They did not help each other, but it's expecting one car to jump up or whatever behind, but did not happen.
So SpongeBob, with his long nose, I'm gonna say it right here, right now. You got that long nose? I think you're cheating. You're trying to extend that front end as far as you can to be the first one across the start finish line.
Awesome. Maybe he's stacked up on Krabby Patties.
That's performance enhancing drugs, them Krabby Patties.
Well,
I mean, tell me, if you ate a Krabby Patty, would you not feel a performance enhancement?
I don't know if I would, but you know, it might enhance something.
Well, right now, that 26 has been one of our dominant cars here tonight. He has found himself in the stage 1 bird cat seat thing and continues to lead here in our final stage. Stage 2 went to the 23 of Sebastian Marin, and those two, they have not separated from each other. It's almost like they are teammates trying to work together to pick up this race win here in race number 3.
It could be deBorja working down here. Reynolds to the inside, Fritz. Everybody. People we have not talked about most of this race starting to close up here. How about BK Anderson in that 32?
BK Anderson. Oh, speaking of BK Anderson, ladies and gentlemen, he does have his mama watching. Oh my goodness, if my mama watched me do a race, her hands are buried in her face and she can't handle it. She doesn't even come and watch me race. So I want to say a big shout out and thank you to Miss Mama Anderson for coming. I know it's virtual. I know he ain't gonna get hurt, but there's something special about having a mama come and watch her son race. I wish my mama come and watch me race. She can't even handle the virtual. So glad to have you here, Mama Anderson. Thank you very much for joining us. Right now, BK in that Burger King 32. Well, he's trying to put himself in position to win.
Getting some talks in there that my mic is all messed up. Do I sound better now, kid?
You blew my ears out, but yeah.
All right. Not sure what was going on there, but now Reynolds. I can tell you this: Reynolds is still out front. They've got the elves working in the workshop, making me sound better. Not really sure what is going on there, but hey, you know, I did do that update that you did, so who knows?
Oh, dude, it's had me reeling. I have been chasing my tail, and the last thing I wanted to point out was it has sounded like you were in a wind tunnel the entire time. Well, but dang old dang, as many problems I had, I thought it was me.
Well, hey, the head of the channel, Roger Booth, and we have Mr. Bennett chiming in here. So hopefully we got it fixed. Tonight sounds better. I'm not sure if it is or not. Maybe they'll let us know. Maybe they won't. But either way, we got Reynolds working out front, but Peter deBorja told me he was on a medical leave, KR. He's out in the front of this one, maybe trying to go to victory lane.
Oh my goodness. Peter deBorja in the 40. Just welcome the brand new baby boy. That's my boy. Into the world. So congratulations, Peter, in that 40. He has brought an extra life into this world. And he is trying to pick up an extra win this season because of that. But despite the fact that he brought in a healthy baby boy, he himself has been battling conditions under the weather.
I had a phone call, and it was a collect call, and it was, Peter, it's a boy. I don't know if Peter is a boy, but congratulations, Peter. Hope you feel better too as well. Maybe a win will be that shot in the arm that you need.
Now, Al,
yes,
I'm going to be transparent. I hit him up. I said, hey, I know you're under the weather. If you don't feel like driving, join me and Al in the booth. Because me and Al can't carry a race.
That scared him right to the car.
Oh, absolutely. As soon as I said me and Al are in the booth, he was like, oh, I can definitely win a race over that.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Well, there could be 18 laps to go this time. Oh, and here comes some drivers on the pit road. Mark Mann in the 04, leading the charge on the pit lane. Hunter Reynolds electing to stay out. And that is a big group of drivers who have stayed out. We might see some discrepancy in the strategy here. Normally, the first time you hit pit road, or I will say, you want to be the first one to hit pit road, but with only 3 cars hitting pit lane this time, 4 cars now, maybe that isn't going to work. Hunter Reynolds and Peter deBorja stayed out. But the drivers who did hit pit lane, well, that was Alliance Motorsports.
Now a lot more cars coming down pit road, being led by Fuel Sim Racing. Josh Milam coming in there hot and heavy as well. Milam not having the night that he was looking for, being 1 lap to the arrears. Everybody on the pit road now. That leaves Peter deBorja, Zach Fritz, BK Anderson, Eric Laurie, and Kody Neagles. Your top 5 as they work down the back stretch off the corner. Here comes Laurie. I liking the paint scheme there, Eric. That is a very sharp looking race car. How about the 32 though? BK Anderson, I am liking that. That brings me back to, I believe that was when Michael Waltrip Racing, or was that Tony Stewart that brought BK
in? You put me on the spot there. Now I've lost who it was. I almost said Jamie McMurray, but then it didn't sound right.
No. Well, I know Joe Nemechek had a Burger King car way back when, the 87 car. That was one of my favorite cars. Way back in the day. I'm really dating myself. Someone said that they were going to turn like 25. I said, when were you born? And they were like 1990 something. I was like, oh my God.
Well, thank goodness I was born in the year 2000.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're only 22, man. Congratulations.
Yeah, absolutely. I just started drinking yesterday.
Again, or...
I don't like your attitude.
Hey, more cars coming out pit road, leaving Jeff Crosby out onto the racetrack. He's down a lap. Chase Berry locking him up. Rewind in there. Oh, I don't think you could have put mayonnaise between them.
Not mayonnaise, maybe peanut butter, but not mayonnaise.
No, the peanut butter car, unfortunately, is out of the race here tonight. We do have to mention that. Daniel Holloway, it looks like David Overstreet behind the wall, along with Jimmy Reynolds and Bob Lacavera. So, tough luck for them.
Yeah, those 4 cars, early exits here tonight, but good news for them. There's still a lot of time left in the season. And we have 15 laps to go. And so with all that being said, Al, one thing I haven't been doing a lot lately is a little bit of turn it up. So with 15 laps to go, let's do some of that turn it up, because man, oh man, I want to hear these race cars loud and proud. I'll tell you what, a little bit of turn it up goes deep into my soul. With 10 laps to go, here we are to try and bring you the end of this race. James Mayer, the 95 out in front, the Hall of Famer himself, trying to make a win happen here in race number 3. He is being pushed by a fellow Hall of Famer, the 4 of Rick Seabrand's. Man, oh man, Alliance Motorsports finding itself stacked up nice and pretty. They have 2 cars on the inside lane, 1 car in the outside lane with the 04 marked man. But old SpongeBob with that long nose, someone better tech that car, because the 26, he be cheating. He out in front trying to make everyone work hard for that top spot.
They are still side by side. I'm just waiting for that one little mistake from the concentration. These drivers have been doing this for well over 90 laps now. The focus that it takes to run side by side on this bumpy Daytona, the 2008 version, is immense. You can hear it in their voice, the intensity starting to ratchet up. It'll be 8 to go this time by, and it is Reynolds working the outside of the speedway. Mayer down low, he's got help from Seabrands. Those two have worked together in the past now. Mark Mann separating the Fuel Sim Racing duo of Hunter Reynolds and the 23 Sebastian Marin. Now, how about the other third Fuel Sim car up there, Josh Milam, way back in the running order, but in the 25th spot. He's up there trying to help his teammates. He's got to win. He won the season opener at the iRacing Super Speedway, and now trying to find his way to help his teammates lock themselves in.
Hunter Reynolds in the 26. Well, he's got that nose in the clean air, but Jim Mayer in the 95 on the inside line. We have seen this outside lane be the preferred line, and Hunter Reynolds is going to fight long and hard to hold on to it, just like that nose he has of Squidward. Lap car coming into play here. What's going to happen? Can everyone in this field make it through? And they do. Solid driving here by all the drivers here tonight. Had a rough stage 1, a very clean stage 2. In our final stage, oh man, they are all getting after it to try and make it to the end of this race.
At the iron, 6 laps to go. Overstreet coming down pit road. He'll bow out of this one. 6 rows deep, 2 by 2, wheel to wheel to the tri-oval. They got a slow car up in front of them. They're going to be coming into some lap traffic, and the leaders, we saw last time they got to lap traffic that they were not able to make it through there, and it was very difficult. And this track with the bumps and everything like that makes it very, very difficult to get in through lap traffic. So we will see what happens. It is Reynolds now. That's Cody Ober. He's going to go to the extreme high side of the speedway. Hopefully everybody will make it by. They still sneaking through. How about Dustin Barber? 4 FSR cars working the outside. Cody Ober in the outside wall. They scatter, but they stay green.
Oh man, here we go. 5 laps to go in this stage. Who is going to come out on top? And by in this stage, I mean in this race, because a victory is going to go a long way for any of the drivers who hit victory lane. It is still early in this season. 2 races deep, 2 different race winners. And the way things are shaping up, we could have our 3rd race winner of the season. Jim Mayer in the 95-year race leader, the 26 of Hunter Reynolds on the outside. Everyone making room for the 46. 24 cars on the lead lap. JD Crow in the 2 is the last car on the lead lap. And with 4 laps to go, now you have to start thinking, hey, all I have to do is get to the white flag. Everyone last on pit road has made enough or they have enough fuel to get to the end of this race. So it all comes down to how this is all going to play out. The 4 Rick Seabrands pushing hard on his teammate Jim Mayer that time around. The 26 Hunter Reynolds has the 04 Mark Mann on his back bumper. That 04 is teammates to the 4 and the 95. So how would this play out? Because the 26, he's being separated from his teammate, the 7, Josh Milo.
That he is, and he's still got Mark Mann. Man, took a bit, now he'll come to the inside. Man makes the left-hand turn, he's got ahead of steam. Separation all over the racetrack. That's gonna put Sebastian Marin leading the top one, as that was a wild move. Mark Mann, very aggressive move with 3 laps to go. Down the backstretch, now can the 7 of Josh Milam help, and moves up the racetrack to block the heavy bumper tag in the turn number 3.
How on contact with Rick Seabrands, Peter deBorja, they all have stepped up this battle for the race win. And it is not over yet, ladies and gentlemen. We got 2 laps to go. Mark Mann in the 04 finds himself out in front. Can we go 2.5 miles before the yellow flag comes out?
Now Marin gonna jump to the outside of Mark Mann. Mark Mann runs him up the racetrack. Milan stays on. Here comes Logan Helen. They're gonna be 3 wide off of turn number 2. Down the backstretch. And now Milan's gonna back out of it. He'll get behind Hunter Reynolds. Here comes Dustin Barber. So 4 FSR cars in that upside lane. Can they help each other? Man down low. Mayer to the inside as well. They work 2 by 2 in the turns 3.
Oh, contact! And the 23, the 4, they are going to go around. Caution flag is going to come out as Sebastian Marin tumbles hard down the front stretch off of turn number 4. And we are going to go into overtime.
Oh my God. This shakes up the front of this one. You knew something was going to give. They went in there 3 wide. It's going to be a lot to dissect, and what just happened there is a big rush, a lot of energy in that front group. You knew something had to give, KR.
That it did. Let's back this up a little bit and find out where everything went wrong. Sebastian Marin in the 23, already in trouble from this point of view. Gonna have to back this up quite a bit. Give me just a second here.
Looking on my monitor here, Karen, it looks like they all caught up to the number 2 of JD Crow, and that forced the 04 up the racetrack. When he went up the outside, just was not clear of Sebastian Marin. That sent both Mann and Marin to the outside retaining wall.
Yeah, you can feel the tension building, and I maybe backed it up a little too much here, but down the backstretch, Sebastian Marin gets a good shove from the 63 of Logan Helton. The 04 of Mark Mann down on the inside, the 95 of Jim Mayer right there as well. JD Crow going to be a factor here as he tries to pull it down, but he is already backing it up, and you can see everyone from there. I will say JD Crow the catalyst, but not necessarily his fault. And dang old dang, everyone does land with their wheels down, but the damage is done. All right, so Al, we go into extra laps here. 26 of Hunter Reynolds, our stage 1 winner. Last on pit road on lap 83. So 17 laps before the end of our scheduled distance, he hit pit road. The drivers expected a 17 lap fuel run. Well, now everyone's down on the bottom lane trying to save as much fuel as they can.
Yeah, I mean, we did have some drivers, Logan Helton included, that did come down, top off, maybe fix damage if they had it. But will it make that big of a difference? We know what kind of track position race the Bumpy Road Daytona has been. Not saying you cannot move, but when you get stacked up 2 by 2, it's hard to make something happen. 1 attempt, right, KR? I
Two.
had to remember. 2 attempts, okay. It's been a long time since we had a green white checkered attempt that I forgot what the rule was.
Yeah, last week. Huh? Who said that?
Huh? Who let him in here?
Not me. I didn't. A little bit of housekeeping. Right now we have 22 cars on track that are on the lead lap. Gabe Butler in the 88 could be the first car 1 lap down. He has made his way off of pit road, so scratch that. He will be our last car on the lead lap. Sean Stevens in 24th spot is the first car not on the lead lap. And from there on out, we still have quite a few drivers in this race. Josh Milam in the 7 on pit road. He is one of the new additions to hit pit lane that cannot continue on. He is scored in 32nd. Jeff Crosby in 31st. Travis Elliott 30th. 29th goes to Cody Ober, but the lights are out on the pace car. Here we go. Hunter Reynolds, Dustin Barber. How about that? Could the 6th of Dustin Barber pick up his first win ever in OP Super Speedway on Monday night? Green flag is out. Here we go. Our first attempt at a green-white checkered.
Reynolds gets a good start with Sean McCarron giving him a push. He'll cut down now in front of the 6th of Barber. The Pied Piper up front. Squidworth himself, Hunter Reynolds trying to watch the mirror. Working both lanes. He goes from the bottom to the top as they work off turn number 2.
Dustin Barber in the 6th saying, hey guys, give me a shove. I got the preferred line down on the inside. Here comes a 32 of BK Anderson from Limitless. Man, oh man, how is this going to shape out? I don't know, but if we hit the white flag as the 52 in trouble, he's going to make contact with Eric Glory in the 071, and the yellow flag is going to come out once again, and we go into another green-white checkered attempt.
Now the question is, will these drivers that came in on lap 83 be able to go the distance? They are really going to be pushing the fuel load on in these race cars.
So let's check out what happened here in this yellow flag, and I think this is going to do it for the 62 of Les Levy. So let's go on board with the 62. Eric Glory in the 071, and it looked like Les Levy just got sandwiched. We're riding on board, and then a hard impact sent him skyward. Hope y'all don't get motion sickness, because iRacing physics are not real world physics. Good grief. Take another look at what happened to the 62.
It looks like, hey, our big drama at the front of this one. Reynolds coming down pit road. Everybody that just pitted on this last yellow flag, the only one that stays out, Chase Berry, the number 1. He will stay out. He'll be your new race leader. Everybody else, Hunter Reynolds and company, all coming down pit road.
Chase Berry with the world famous reverse qualifying lap now finds himself out in front of this race. of our second and final attempt at a green-white checkered. Andy Brigante going to get the wave around. He gets back on the lead lap. And we watched Les Levy get launched to the sky. Al, I don't know how you can call yourself a simulator and you launch a race car hundreds of feet into the air.
Wait, this isn't a video game?
Oh, it's a video game. Oh, that's how.
Yeah, I thought.
Oh.
I mean, I've never seen a car launch like that.
In real life?
Yeah.
Yeah, me either.
I would not. I would like to see that in real life without a driver in the car.
Yeah, please no.
Yeah, no driver in the car. I mean, they launched them at Knoxville, kind of like that, I suppose, but that's a different style race car.
Speaking of Knoxville, did you watch the Nationals?
I did.
Oh, was that not spectacular? I mean, I was riveted Wednesday night, Thursday night, Friday night with Rico winning, and then all of Saturday. Holy smokes. Don't say what happened.
I won't.
Holy smokes.
I only got to see what happened in the A main. I have not gone back to watch all the lower mains yet for Saturday night, but I watched Wednesday through Friday. Well, they call it the Sprint Car Capital, and it did not disappoint once again.
Oh my goodness. I'll tell you what.
It's my favorite place on earth. I'm going to be honest with you. If I could afford to, if someone told me you can only go to one race, doesn't matter the duration of the days, but you can only go to one race a year, that would be it.
Okay, I'm going to tell you right here, right now. Next year is my first Nationals. Now, the last time we tried to meet up, we started COVID.
Well,
but I have a feeling.
You postpone it? You got to postpone it. I'm not allowed to go back to the 65th running.
I have a feeling if you come to Knoxville, there ain't crap going on in Iowa except for that. So,
oh no, I mean, that little
try to
town
make
goes
plans
from,
to join me in Knoxville next year.
Oh, you didn't listen.
No, I never do.
I can't.
I kind of fade
this,
in and out.
Yeah, I can't go to the 65th running, which is 4 years from now.
That's fine. This will be the 62nd.
Right. So you have to go. You have to go in 3 years after next year. You have to go to
you're
the
doing
65th.
math. Just come next year. That's all.
I'm not going to be able to swing that.
Yeah, I'll swing something.
Easy killer. How about swinging that iRacing pace car down to the inside? Final attempt at tonight's bumpy road to 50. We're in extra innings. Green white checkered attempt number 2. If you're just tuning in, green flag is up, and this is new players up at the front of this one. They are under green. Chase Berry getting a good push from Mark Mann down here on the front stretch on this one. They are stacked up 2-3 wide. It is getting wild towards the back of the pack. And we'll see what happens here. Now Sebastian Marin, he's trying to go the victory lane here. He'll swing it to the outside around Workman off of turn number 2.
Logan Helton in the 63 somehow has found himself out in front. We have talked about this driver very little here tonight, which is an oddity of OP Racing because that 63 is a mainstay at the front of the field. But this night, he has not been, but here he is. When the laps have wind down, caution behind him, yellow flag coming out, and I am not sure how this is going to play out, and it is the final lap. Man, oh man, Nate Warren involved in the yellow flag, Zach Fritsch getting involved. Several cars
was in it as well.
And it looks like maybe the one of Chase Berry going to pick up the race win. I have no idea when that caution flag came out who was out in front.
I'm not sure. We're going to have to wait. I believe it is showing right now maybe Chase Berry as the leader, but I'm unsure.
We're going to take a look at what brought out this yellow flag. Sorry. Let me try that again. Contact in the middle of the corner, gonna stack up the field. Sean Stevens, Nate Warren, Jeff Crosby, all getting involved.
They're coming to the checkered flag here, KR, and it looks like Chase Berry's gonna pick up the win for ARC Racing. Logan Helton gonna come across the line in second. And Mark Mann is gonna round out our podium here tonight.
Holy smokes, how about that finish? A wild one here at Legacy Daytona, and Chase Berry picking up the unofficial win as he crossed that start finish line before anyone else. 2 attempts at a green-white checkered, and he had his nose to the wind when that yellow flag came out. Oh my, let's go ahead and go through the results as we let these guys make their way around. Chase Berry, Logan Helton, Mark Mann, your podium finishing drivers, Jim Mayer and Sebastian Marin rounding out your top 5.
Finishing 6th in tonight's feature is going to be the Hunter Reynolds, number 26. Good rebound after being involved in that last yellow flag. Dave Butler, 7th. 8th will go to Dustin Barber. And Peter deBorja, Dave Hunt rounding out your top 10.
Tyler Miller, Randall Cobb, Eric Flory, Alex Green, and BK Anderson finish out your 10th through 15th spot.
16th spot going to go to Andy Brigante, Richard Kuhn 17th, Rick Seabrian's 18th, 19th will go to Sean McCara, and Zach Fritsch in the number 12 Flat Out Motorsports entry will come home 20th.
21st is Vicente I Can't Roll My R's Carrero. Zach Workman in 22nd. 23rd goes to Kody Neagles, Nate Warren 24th, and Sean Stevens 25th.
26th will go to Les Levy, Anthony English will come home 27th, Travis Elliott 28th, Jeff Crosby 29th, and 30th Cody Over.
31st, JD Crow, Josh Milam 32nd, David Booth 33rd, 34th goes to David Overstreet, Bob Lacavera 31st, 36th, Jimmy Reynolds, and Daniel Holloway in 37th spot. So with all of that going on, ladies and gentlemen, Chase Berry is scored as our race winner. He is celebrating along with the 95 of Jim Mayer on victory lane, the 13 of Andy Brigante tearing up the grass in Daytona. It is chaos. But you know what, Al? I don't think you've ever interviewed Chase Berry. So how about I let you take this one?
We are down here in victory lane with Chase Berry, and Chase, I was waiting for you. I've heard about the famous reverse lap. I thought maybe we'd see the reverse Polish lap or something around here. But congratulations, man. You survived it. You're going to come home. You're going to pick up the win, be our 3rd different winner this season. How'd you make it all happen? I mean, the utter chaos towards the end of this race.
Oh, luck, man. Luck. So I'm just lucky. I know it was patient. And then I had good teammates with Andy, Sean, or not Sean, but Andy, Cody, and we call him Sean like the whole race. But Cody and Alex, like the last pit stop that helped me stay up in the pack and whatnot, and they helped me pretty good. There's patience, man. I like this place. It takes a lot of patience around here. And believe it or not, I got some.
Yeah, we talked about that in during the race. These cars like to move around the bumps. It's a high-speed chess game is what it really comes down to. Being in that right lane, getting that overall positioning. How'd you get positioned here? You started way back in 34th. It took you a while to get to the front, but once you got up here, you stayed inside the top 10 for a while.
Yeah, like all right, my goal is like I haven't been here in like a year and a half, 2 years, like so I had to like kind of relearn all the bumps and stuff, and then so I just stayed at the back, hang out, save fast spare because I knew it was gonna be chaos, whatnot, and just end up cautions fell away, and then we ended up having that green flag pit stop, and like I said, the teammates helped me out getting stay with the pack and just staying in the back of them, staying on the bottom. and then they just wrecked just to avoid the wrecks. And then that last caution came out. I was like, all right, I'll stay out. I looked down. I got enough fuel. Well, I didn't. So I'm kind of glad that caution came out. I'd have ran out on like going into 3 or 4, possibly. No, maybe coming off a 4 last lap. So it'd have been fun.
I don't know if fun is the correct word, but it would have been something. But man, you're gonna hold on to pick up this win. What's it mean to be locked in this early to the championship, knowing that you're going to be running for season 9 championship?
Oh, it actually feels pretty good, man. Like that, took me forever to win one race, and I come back after a little while, and then all of a sudden win one. It's like, dang, should have took this break a couple years ago. But it feels good, man. I can just go have fun, like, and just not even care. Instead of just being patient, I can go have fun and try to get some, some bonus points and stage points and all the other good stuff comes with running with a playoff.
Well, now you're going to concentrate on that. And I know it takes a team behind you to make this number 1 as fast as it is. Who makes it all possible for this win here tonight?
You guys, obviously, because you put it on. Without you, they'd probably be having somebody else. Anyways, Alex for asking me to come back and all that. Aspen, he wasn't here tonight. I hope everything's going well for them. And rest of the boys, Cody, Robert, Andy, McCabe's on the shop, yada yada yada. And maybe next time, if I can win, I'll do a reverse. But I don't have enough gas. Ran out of gas. So if I can win, I'll do a reverse lap for you guys.
Sounds good. Congratulations on your win. Let this one sink in. And we'll see you next week here right at Daytona. They're going to do a quick repave. We'll be underneath the lights next week.
All right, sweet. I'll be here.
There you go. That's tonight's winner, Chase Berry. Is the other guys, KR, would have probably been doing it. And I think you caught up with a guy who made a late charge here to come home in that number 2 position.
Yes, I have caught up with our second place finisher, and that is none other than the 63 of Logan Helton. Logan, man, oh man, tell us a little bit about what went on tonight, because that 63 didn't hit the front of the pack till the end of the race.
I don't know why I'm up here, if I'm being quite honest with you. I had a horrible qualifying. I think I got the most win possible against me on the front stretch, and the least amount of win helping me down the back stretch. And I just started all the way back in 20th, so that really just set me off for the rest of the night. And I didn't want to get involved in a wreck. And then there was a really dumb wreck at the end of stage 1 that I couldn't avoid. I was trying to slow down, but I had someone on my butt, so I couldn't slow down without getting rear-ended, and it ended up just making me plow into someone in front of me. And then we somehow got the track position late, and I somehow went from like 8th to 1st in like a couple laps whenever everyone decided to kill each other there coming to the white flag. And then I realized I didn't have enough fuel for my checkered, so I thought my race was pretty much over there, and I was really upset. So I had to pit, and then me and Jim just went on the high side there, and it somehow worked, and we got some more track position for the next restart, and yeah, that's all she wrote. I guess you could say.
Well, Logan, this 63 just proves that no matter what goes on, when that checkered flag falls, that 63 will find a way to the front, man. And here you have done it. You finished second after picking up the win last week at Talladega. You feeling a bit racy this season?
I guess you could say that. If we were in the next gen, I'd probably feel a little bit more racy, but I'm not going to get into that. But yeah, I think it's just I've been denied that championship, for OP for a while, and I really want to win it. And I feel like I'm driving the best I ever have on iRacing. That is this later part of this year. Ever since I got eliminated from Road to Pro round 2, I've took iRacing a little bit more in a fun way, and I think it's really helped my mindset. So we're over here just popping off really good finishes, it looks like, and let's just hope we can keep it rolling heading to the next couple of weeks.
All right, Logan. Well, we hope you can keep it rolling. Any shout outs or thank yous you'd like to give right now?
No, I'm sorry, I can't speak. I would really like to thank the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse for allowing me to get this second place finish tonight. Really helped me out, and it really helped me out points wise. I'd like to thank you guys at Turn 3 Racing Network for putting this or broadcasting this race, and all the drivers and people that work behind the scenes at OP for putting this race on. I'd like to thank Alliance Motorsports for helping me out all night long, and Nexus Esports for being on the car, and Just Rowden for making the paint scheme. And I think that's all.
Well, hot dog.
And the pizza and the Coke I had before the race.
Well, hot diggity dog. You bring it home in second place here tonight.
Thank you very much.
That is Logan Helton, the driver of the 63 from Alliance Motorsports, your second place finisher. But now, Al, it is time to talk to the driver who brought it home in third place, our final spot on the podium. Al, take it away.
And down here with Alliance Motorsports driver of the Batmobile, Mark Mann. And Mark, you were up front all race long, qualified third, led a bunch of laps, and you're going to come home third. Doesn't tell the story of what you went through here tonight, but it was a wild race for you.
Boy, it was wild. I tell you, I'm sitting here, I'm sweating. 08 is such a track, man. If you're not driving this track, you're not going to finish it. That was rough at points, but I'm going to take third. That was such a fun race, super competitive, ups and downs. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy to be on the podium tonight.
Yeah, talk us through what happened down there coming to what ended up setting up our first green-white checker. You're catching JD Crow, Sebastian Marin to your outside, and then next thing you know, you're both in the wall. What happened there?
That lap car didn't call his lane, so he was going to stay right there on the bottom. So I had to move up a little bit. I felt like Sebastian, we were pretty close. I didn't really have a choice. I had to move up, creep up a little bit. And for some reason, sometimes with these cars, once they like get together, they stick like glue, and it just shot me into the wall. And I'll take full responsibility for that, because I could have just plowed over that lap car, but that was my fault completely. I'll take full responsibility for the actual wreck itself. And yeah, that was where I had such a good race up to that point. I felt like it was a second place or first place finish tonight. I'm usually pretty good at 08, so this was my track. This was where I felt like I had a good opportunity to maybe get a win and get into the playoffs. And I had teammates helping me tonight. Jim and Logan were awesome. So, we just didn't get it done at the end, but I'm super happy Logan got second. Congratulations to Chase. Jim got fourth. It was a good showing for Alliance Motorsports tonight. And I had a lot of fun working with FSR up there too. Good co-opetition.
I was gonna say, some of those moves you made, I don't know if you realize how close they were, but you had so much energy built up behind you, and you'd either hang a right or hang a very sharp left, and able to hang onto that car. You guys are in this Monday night series for a reason, and tonight showed why. Some of the best short track, some of the best super speedway racing that we see week in and week out anywhere on the iRacing platform happens right here with the OP Premier Series. And it's been a pleasure to make some of the calls for these. I know KR and I, we're the lucky ones. We don't have to sit down there wrenching on a wheel and be stressed out and try to figure out, all right, where's the run coming from and all that. It's a very calculated high-speed chess game, and you guys all do a great job.
Well, that's much appreciated. I feel like 08, some people don't like it, but I feel like we've run it for 4 solid years plus, and I feel like it's, it kind of separates ourselves a little bit from other super speedway leagues, just because we throw it in. It's not the most popular track, but it's kind of an X factor. Sometimes we've done this for cutoff races, and I haven't minded it. I feel like, if you're going to have a good chance of, potentially sneaking into a playoff, it's going to be at 08. So I love 08. I'm sweating right now. So at the end of these, you know that you've raced. That's for sure. Your arms, I had to shake them out a few times on the back straight while trying to keep that car, and it was bumpy and moving all around. But I had a super good time tonight. It was all good.
Well, congratulations on your third place finish here for Alliance Motorsports. I know there's a bunch of people you'd like to thank here. We'll roll the red carpet out and let you do that before we let you go.
Yeah, thanks, Al. Thank you guys for broadcasting. You and KR, man. You guys doing an awesome job, man. Who doesn't look forward to Monday nights with the fans watching, you guys broadcasting? So please hit that thumbs up, support our league. We really appreciate it. Everybody, all the league members, and all the admins behind the scenes that do the work here, and the graphics, Peter deBorja, and congratulations to him and having a baby. And Josh and everybody, and Alex, everybody who does everything behind the scenes. And Mara, she went to sleep early tonight because we got a big antique show that we set up and we're selling at. We had to set up today in the hot sun and just about died and got rained on. It was very traumatic. So got in here racing tonight really tired, and she passed out, and that's all good. And thanks to all the fans and everybody and my team at Alliance Motorsports. Couldn't think of a better team to race with. I really appreciate it, all those guys.
Couldn't have said it any better myself. Congratulations, Mark. We hope to see you next week right back here on the freshly paved night version of the Daytona International Speedway. Have a good night, buddy. Good luck at the antique sale tomorrow.
Thank you, sir.
And we look forward to talking to you in the future.
Hey, appreciate it.
There you go, KR. That's our third place finisher from Alliance Motorsports. It is Mark the Batman right here tonight. Rounding out our podium and our post-race show presented by SimWrapMarket.com.
That it is. And so, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us here tonight. We hope you will join us either on Wednesday night, which there is a clamor to get you there, Al, or we look forward to seeing you on the next race here on Monday night as the OP Racing Premier Series kicks off another outstanding super speedway race, the final race in our 4-track cycle. We hope to see you all there. So until then, y'all, thank you very much for joining us here tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show, and we look forward to seeing you either Wednesday night or Monday night. So until then, y'all stay safe and have a good night.